In this video, we are going to go over the use of the messaging interaction feature inside our Skylight desktop. A message in our platform could be a web chat or an SMS message or a social media message like Facebook Messenger. We treat them all uniformly as messages, which is to say that they are text interactions we're having with customers that are coming in sometimes in a real-time scenario, like in web chat where you're actively real-time chatting with somebody, and maybe sometimes in a less than real-time scenario like in an SMS text where you're sending perhaps messages that come in more slowly over time. In order to start this demo, I'm going to initiate a web chat request. So as I go through the messaging interaction here, this is a web chat I'm answering, but it does apply again to SMS and to Facebook interactions and other kinds of social media work that we do. You'll notice that in order to answer that incoming web chat, a screen popped up down here, and I was able to click on that screen and bring that web chat up to view here. I, as an agent, can type in a response. Hi, this is Chris. How can I help you? And that can be sent on. I can watch the entire interaction flow back and forth. You'll notice that this always will show the last message on the chat channel, so that if a caller, if in this case the individual we're chatting with responds back and says, I was confused about your website, I can see that content here. So if I'm running many chats in parallel, that would show up here. It's also important to note that we do have message templates. So I can add in a variety of quick messaging templates if I wanted to, and we do have some short codes to help bring those in if you wanted to, as ways to kind of just drop them in relatively easily. You'll also notice that I have access to the full interaction Skylight CRM system. So if I were to take this individual and realize that there's no contact in my system for Jane Doe, but instead search for an alternate contact, perhaps my record here, as a quick example, and I assign this interaction, I am then able to see all of the different kinds of interactions we have here inside the platform. So this would be all of the last emails and chats and phone calls I have had with this particular contact and my coworkers have had with this contact over the years. You'll also notice that we do have notes field, so I can put notes here. I can put additional notes down here, more detail here. Notice that if you have a spell checker in your browser, that does also apply to this activity. And I can select dispositions, and in the end, I can end chat, or the caller, the individual I'm working with, can end chat. And when you do end chat, you are put into wrap up, which you can end. Again, just like with any other interaction, you can be forced to select a wrap up code. You can be allowed to move forward without selecting a wrap up code. You can be forcibly put into a wrap up, not put into wrap up, end it prematurely. These options are all configured in the CxEngage flow that routes the SMS, the web chat, the Facebook Messenger interaction to your platform.